This young lady, I kind of like the fit, but like, bro, you a teacher. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want my students to think y'all friends, bro. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this video. This is Omeezy.
A new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the day rolling. Yeah, they got
A large bag of Skittles for breakfast for yourself, bro. And they're sour.
it going.
Those are sour
New hustle
Skittles.
unlocked. I'm a school teacher now.
This is her breakfast. You like a toddler. This is how bad bitches eat too. I gotta stop cussing. This is how bad bees be, bro.
Little
I'm
brothers.
sorry.
Let's get the day rolling.
What is
Yeah, they got
this?
it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty.
What?
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down.
What? I'm not even. I'm not even. Like, I'm not even 14 seconds in the video. She talk about dang shorty as in like she's in her way. Bro.
Man, and I look so young. I look like one of them. As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me for.
Talk about mischaracterizing you. You just said dang shorty, because I'm trying not to cuss in these videos. I got suspended for 7 days, but you say dang shorty. These students trying to take me down. And if I'm a parent and you talking about my child like that, bro, I do not want you in that school. And obviously you don't take the job seriously. You're more concerned of making TikToks and teaching my child. So you might as well go teach somebody else. Teach somewhere else. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Without further context.
What more context do we need? The stuff that you said was
Exactly.
absolutely disgusting. This year, professionalism has been under fire because social media content creation and professional jobs and careers have met each other heads up as people tried to make more money online because, you know, the economy is doing what it does. They see what social media fame does, et cetera, et cetera. But for some reason, none of these people can do it right. This is the fourth teacher that we've covered on this channel, and by far, this has to be the worst. Meet the Studstitute. Yes,
The Studstitute. Okay. She do look like my little cousin, bro. But he a little boy. So, you get it. Because, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was like a substitute, bro, you don't really have to do that much as a substitute, bro. I remember my teacher got pregnant. I had a substitute for 2 months, bro. And basically, he didn't teach us none of the curriculum. He just sat there, put on movies, and give us the work. He had us read in the textbooks of what to do. That the teacher, instead of the teacher teaching us, so we had to just do our own work. But it wasn't hard work. It was just like history lessons. And like in history, you just got to connect the dots and like you could dang near plagiarize certain stuff and things of that nature. But yeah, man, for you to get fired as a substitute, bro, you literally can do your job and go home, bro. You don't even have to be a substitute for too long. I know a person that was a substitute for like a year and a half, ran up their bag and went about their life, bro. And you get fired on some of your first day because you making content, bro, because you want to be like the cool teacher. Get out of here.
substitute who is a stud that is saying some of the most disgusting things while it is her first day substituting at a school.
We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought?
Giggling like you asked that a teacher because the neck tat and all.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
That's so weird.
Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah.
I mean, and this is not wrong. This is not wrong for a substitute teacher to do this. Like literally, it's probably if there was like a substitute teacher Bible that they all have to abide by is letting the kids do whatever they want. That's probably the first thing they're gonna like let them do. But it's just the fact that you taking pride of. Why are you like promoting it to the world, bro? Just act professional at least, gangy.
I'm that type of teacher.
Just off bat, there's so many things wrong with this. First of all, your breakfast includes a share size of sour Skittles. Arguably
Yeah,
the
that's
worst
what I'm
Skittle.
saying.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to do a Skittle ranking, first of all, the blue pack would come up front. The red.
See, that's why his opinion doesn't matter. I love it's original Skittles, then the green Skittles, and then the purple bag, bro. Why is the blue pack even in your top 5? Those are like the tropical ones. The tropical ones are the worst Skittles.
Pack would be the original. And then sour Skittles probably wouldn't even be on the list. I know you got mad cavities if you're eating that many sour Skittles. Second of all, in the first clip,
it's all
we see
sugar.
that she gets off on somebody saying that she looks younger than what she is, that she looks like a student. And this is what we talked about, where other videos in these teachers are dressing a certain way or trying to have this certain type of appeal to students. They are trying to blend in. They have arrested development, trying to be just like these students. And trust me, it's not because her size, it's because literally she's wearing what a student would wear, trying to appeal to the students at the school. And that last comment of, I let my students do whatever they want, I'm not even going to address that. Now, after a quick photo shoot / content creation session where it's clear that she doesn't need to be teaching because she can't even get time right. I mean, I've never heard of 12:25 a.m. or 12:55 a.m. We go into what has to be arguably the worst portion of this video, where she says something sexual about a student. Get me up out of here.
She's wildin'. She's wildin'.
Damn, shorty.
She wildin',
man, I gotta
bro.
get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it.
My greatest fear was just unlocked with that one. Imagine minding your own business, being a student at a pep rally, looking from left to right as you're just going down the hallway cheering, and somebody's recording you later on to just caption and overlay with their voice something totally inappropriate, something that had nothing to do with anything. It's like those gym videos where people are innocently working out, and then later on you see the caption of, look at this guy stare at my ass, when I was just not trying to die off the machine I was on. But this is a very sexualized comment. What even possesses you to go through that's crazy. Children? And those are clearly children in this clip.
That substitute teacher that was fired on her first day was not ready to step foot in no classroom. Getting told
fired on your first day is crazy. Like, fired on your first day, it's like you went through all that initiation, you went through all that, bro. Why do people want to, like, bro, at work, I'll be quiet, bro. I don't want nobody to talk to me. I'm trying to go home and get back, bro. If one of the female coworkers are really nice, I'm like, you have a good wife. Because something about girls, they just want to conversate with people for no reason. You be like, you know what? You have a great day, young lady. You keep on doing what you're doing. Or, like, you get like a talkative coworker. It's always been women since I work at a gym, but like, bro, Jesus.
That you look like one of the students is not the compliment that you thought it was. They were saying that you look childish. It wasn't giving professionalism, is what they're saying. Why are we wearing big chains to go sub a classroom? Are you coming to teach or are you coming to impress? And can we talk about the damn shorty? Who's the shorty? Not that child that you were recording.
Yeah, she's
that
wildin'.
You should have never been recording in the first place.
Yeah, and they're recording their faces too. I don't think that is not even allowed.
No way. And then you follow it up with sheesh. Truthfully, if you never ended up back into a classroom again, I wouldn't be upset. And lastly, I understand everybody wants to be a content creator, but we have to understand there's time and there's place. Recording like that on your first day is crazy work. Recording yourself putting your feet up on this teacher's desk is also crazy work. Recording the students, also crazy work.
And to that stud that got fired as a substitute teacher that's on here acting confused about why she got fired, you need to be thankful that all they did was fire you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, those comments, like, bro, what? Dang, shorty. I'm really, like, copulating and formulating thoughts. You get, like, that's crazy. That is crazy to say. That is crazy. Dang, shorty. You talk about a person in school, a child in school, bro, like, wow. It's not even like, yo. It's like, oh, I didn't know. You knew you're in a school. Like, you're in a school. What else is there to know?
Because they needed to call them people and have you added to that list. Talking about some sheesh. Let me get out of here before one of these kids get me in trouble. As you're recording a child's body as they're walking by. Like, is you cool? And then you talk about, oh, it was my first day. I didn't know I could record the kids.
Yo, you didn't know. Recording a kid in school is probably common sense, bro. Like, this is literally common sense. And I be thinking, like, the parent of these children, do you not think what their reaction would be if how you talking about their kids, bro? Or just the comic ethics of, like, a human being, like, she just trying to make everything content. Not everything need to be content. I mean, I'm glad she exposed herself for doing this, but this is crazy. This is like, imagine you working at, I'm trying to think of a place. Imagine you were working at like a Pilates place and you're using this for content, using people as your things for Pilates. And you're commenting on their bodies crazy and freaky like and posting them and they're like, oh, and they agreed for you to they agree for you to post them, but not agree for the to be actualized. You feel me? I don't want to say the same word, but like what? But that's like the context I'm trying to bring up. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm yapping right now.
Well, did you know that you couldn't speak inappropriately of them? Like, at the very least.
Now, there's a lot of reasons why people want to get into content creation. Whether it be due to
Money.
the fame, whether it be due to the money, whether it be because this is something they've always been quote-unquote passionate about. I believe that social media and the ability to be online and exist is for everybody. But that doesn't mean that everybody should be doing it all the time and taking every single moment that they make in their lives and putting it for the internet to see. Especially because some people just aren't careful or meticulous or give a rat's ass about all the backlash, ramifications, and just the nastiness that they are doing. And this honestly goes beyond social media in her extent. Like, whether she was off social media or not, I'm pretty sure she would be dressing like this trying to impress some damn kids. But just the fact that she has social media boosting her head and her ego adds another complex layer behind all this stuff. Now, unlike the other teachers that we talked about on this platform, being Teacher Bay or the coolest teacher in Atlanta, this teacher actually did get fired, and rightfully so.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's
First day is
so
crazy.
sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context.
Mischaracterize? Like, what is there to mischaracterize? We caught you in 4K because you recorded yourself. You think it was just gonna go over like, yo, oh, these students, like, man, like, she gonna get me in trouble. What? Bro, slow down, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Content creator, I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get. Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have.
I mean, I know what we're talking about. You recording. I get that. All that content you got to, but you recording the children. Not only you recording the children, you over here the voiceover of you talking about like, oh, these kids about to get me in trouble. Like, that's the gripe. That's the main gripe. That's the main gripe. Let's see, she talks about that.
Class, I had nothing but free time. Aside from the body cam that was already recording, everything else was recorded when I was alone. And as I explained to Lake Cormont when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have done it. I truly would have honestly recorded myself if I knew it was an issue with recording the students. I went on TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I'm by far no predator or any.
No, bro. I want you to understand, bro. I want you to understand. Like she dead ass could have just looked it up. She dead ass could have like looked it up that like there's literally teachers that cover kids' faces, bro. Like that'd be some of the first thing. If I go on TikTok, I think that'd be one of the first thing I see, bro. But like, bro, you gotta understand. Like she trying to play dumb. She know what she doing, bro. Literally, I'm on TikTok. I want on my phone right now. Teacher content right now. This lady blurred out all the children's faces and they're teenagers, bro. Like, bro, she's not stupid, bro.
Anything close to it. That is insane for they even to be put on to me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I feel like it was necessary for me to clear my name up. I truly do apologize for how it may seem, but my slang and terminology is much different than yours. But none of the kids knew they were being recorded at any point. And I do apologize for this once again. I truly do, but I had no idea this was prohibited.
You walking into school with a body cam is really, really crazy to me. I can't get over that.
Now,
Maybe
body
this
cam
makes
is
me
insane.
an L creator, and I just, lack creator sense. But I've never thought that it was just okay to record random people. Sure, if somebody was in my camera view while I'm doing some sort of vlog in the background or whatever,
and they just go like incidental. Like they get in the camera incidentally, but like, bro, she's really she's using them as B-roll and putting their faces in it, bro. Like,
and yeah, I'm not thinking I should ask this person, et cetera, et cetera. But even if I get some careful glimpses of things like children in the background, I'm most likely going to cut that out or at least blur a face. But you were doing something different. Your full-on intention was to record these kids. I hope she means iPhone. Your full intention was to aim this camera at these kids. How do you think that non-consenting minors with no parental permission were okay and free game to record for your various needs of content creation? Especially for you to make conversation like sheesh, damn, they gonna get me out of here. What slang is that? I need to really understand what slang that is. I need a Memphisologist to explain to me what kind of math that is. Now, because she does get fired, she does the whole Gen Z, Gen Alpha route of creating a GoFundMe in order to get funds. And I know somebody's gonna be sympathetic for route of creating a
She got $920. So some people could what? Antonio, come on, gang. $300.
GoFundMe in order to get funds. And I know somebody's going to be sympathetic and donate to her. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. You make your own decisions. But this is not what GoFundMe has been used for historically, and I don't think that it should be used for situations like this. If you were in a situation in which you could have, avoided being fired for doing nasty things that can definitely be deemed as predatory, you shouldn't be able to beg for money on the internet. Like, people shouldn't donate you. People shouldn't want to donate to you.
Hey man, if people feel bad enough, I don't like you can make a GoFundMe for everything, bro. Like literally, you're. When I think you could break your pinky toe and act like you really need the money, even though you don't need the money, and people are gonna, give it to you. But listen, shout out to people being kind.
Made your bed, you have to lay in it.
A lot of people keep on saying, get her from around the kids, keep her from around the kids. Man, I'm actually a great person to have around your kids. You get what I'm saying? Great mentor. Head always been on straight. Never been a loose screw. You get what I'm saying? Do not let the tattoos fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all clearly mischaracterizing me. Young adult, went to college, played ball, active sports. Grades always been
Of course, she the
A1.
stud,
What
but
y'all saying don't fit me, baby. I see how it may come across, but I'm not that freaky to be sitting up talking about kids like that. Like, genuinely,
not
like,
that freaky.
it's just sick. I'm not an over-sexualized person. Like, I don't even do that with adults. I'm not going to do that with kids, and let alone put that on my platforms. If my intentions were sick like that, why would I broadcast it across my page when I know I'm a
you
content
probably
creator?
thought it was okay. I thought you probably thought it was okay. You probably thought what you said wasn't wrong until somebody pointed it out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That really don't make sense.
You gonna explain?
It's like y'all think people don't make mistakes. I did not know, because why would I post it if I knew that I couldn't post kids? Regardless of the situation, my intentions were never bad, genuinely. Like, nothing inappropriately crossed my mind, like, at all. I'm not that type of person.
No explanation. That's cool, but I'll even take you from where you are. Let's say those intentions weren't to sexualize those kids. Okay, fine. The optics of what you put out was very, very bad. Not only were
that's a
you
good argument.
sexualizing those kids optically, you were also sagging in school, putting your feet up on the desk, incorrectly showing the time on the clock. I don't know. Nothing about what I saw screams, I want them around my kids at all. And that's even me turning down my prudeness level for teaching. Now, the most interesting thing about her and her situation is that usually when people get into trouble on social media, the fans, the audiences, and everyone else does a TikTok deep dive on you. And if your TikTok card, if your social media card is not squeaky clean,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. She probably got some shit on the internet. Listen, my digital footprint is cooked, but some studs. She probably, what's those studs? Remember when Brittany Griner got arrested, right? And all them studs were standing up and putting the fist up and be like, "We stand for you." It's probably some stuff like that, or some fake freaky stuff of her dry humping the air, cause that's what studs do. They be thirst trapping on TikTok. Not all studs, but she seemed like the type of stud to do that, bro. Like, she trying to seduce these females and women like that. But let's see.
then guess what? They're going to come after you in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Substitute teaching wasn't her full-time job. She had another full-time job as a DSP, and I'll explain that in a minute. But she sends out another video as to how she got fired from that job based off of this specific incident. And I'm not going to lie, I think she should have got fired from that job too.
The consistent backlash and posting, I have not only lost that job, but I've lost my main job as a DSP, direct support professional. My main job is down the drain. That is sick. I've lost not only one job, but 2 jobs to this situation. Consistent backlash is...
What is she posting? Because sometimes they do be on some crazy stuff. Like, you can have like an opinion that like that's not the like consensus opinion, and people will just you'll get you'll get booted.
Is sick.
A DSP or a direct support professional is somebody who deals with individuals who have intellectual or physical disabilities, the handicapable. That means they might go to their house, go to the grocery store with them, care, give for them, wipe them, clean them, all these different things like that. It's a pretty wide spectrum. So let me get this straight. You are in a situation where you are subbing for kids and you're making TikToks about them. And then also you're in the caregiving position for very vulnerable people who oftentimes get taken advantage of. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You may be this great mentor that you say you are, but this is not the optics, imagery, and stuff that wants to be put out from anybody who is in these professional type situations. And it's not just because people saw that TikTok of you at school and you can't count time and stuff like that. It's because they also know that you tried to reach out to that family via social media that you had on camera, and they also know that you've been connecting with the kids via social media.
Not only that, but you are seeking out these kids and their families so you can personally speak to them. That has got to be the most predatory response I have ever seen in my life. Again, as a mother, putting myself in that situation, if you step to me, baby, we gonna be tussling. Do not reach out to those folks.
Now, why that matters, if she's just making TikTok teacher content, it probably doesn't. But just like everybody else, she does get ready with me content. And her get ready with me content, yeah.
What? What is going on? What is going on, bro?
And another thing, you said some of them kids knew you from following you on social media. So why the fuck is you on social media with your motherfucking dick out?
I think my case is rested. You're reaching out to these kids to have them follow you on social media.
Yeah, like I said, see, that proved my point on pre-watch. She trying to seduce the masses, you know what I'm saying? But like, I know this wasn't directed to the kids, but you know, when you out, like, when you acting like that in a professional stance, people have the right to kick you out. Not kick you out, but not employ you because you're not respecting the brand, and they're your employers and you're the employee, so you got to follow their rules and you got to understand that.
Yeah, trying to pursue some outside relationship. And I've given as much grace as possible. But these are the things that you post on your social media. That's what you want to portray to the world. I promise you, maybe we need to go through some professionalism course overload because this is way too much at this point. I honestly cannot justify any sort of defense for this teacher.
Yeah,
a lot of other
tripping.
teachers should learn
She
from
wildin',
her.
bro.
A lot of professionals should learn from her. The idea that you want to create this social media life for yourself is okay, with caveat, with limitation. I can at least acknowledge that the teacher in the whole Hello Kitty situation did not show any students. She did not talk about any students. She didn't name any specific student. But because we let all these other teachers slide and have this slippery slope, it ultimately leads to this hill where teachers think that it's okay to have a dick out.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, she wildin'.
Yeah.
She's
the worst teacher I've seen this year.
Nah, she's wildin'. She definitely wildin'. She got it. There's a time and place for everything, and she can't differentiate the stuff of her being a teacher and her being a content creator, and people gotta realize, listen, you can be employed, but listen, it's their job, it's their workplace. So if they want to fire, they get to fire you, and they got all this proof, bro. People get fired for less. So, hey man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Titus saying, how y'all feel about this situation? Shout out to all the teachers in the world who